right, here we go. 3, 2, and a 1. Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is Pat or Naya, or Player 2 if you wish to be specific. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Online Generations here on the Roblox. Before we get into the game, there was a massive update that just recently came out for the game. Came out actually yesterday. So this is brand spanking new news if you haven't been on the game for the past day or so. So the game's gotten updated. It's actually got some really freaking, I mean, you can see just all of these guys here. I'm upset. Don't worry about it though. That's the name. That's my build that I usually use. But before it goes, if you guys are a fan of Dragon Ball Online Generations, or if you are a if you like Dragon Ball in general, please let me know down in the comments below if you enjoy this game, if you like these changes, and if you're new, I would really appreciate if you did hit that subscribe button as well as that bell notification so you always know when I upload these videos, because it happens pretty frequently. That being said, though, let's go ahead and talk about some of the updates. So first off, tournaments now give you Zenny for rewards for winning a match. The fact that didn't happen before, well, I think a couple of you are definitely going to be happy about that. The fact that now you can actually grind Zenny by doing tournaments now, which is probably interesting. Your character ragdolls on death. Probably the most important update of all of Dragon Ball Online Generations. The fact I can now just go, ooh! I will course the entire map when I die. That's important. Stat point reallocation. So that's very good if you want to move around your stats a bunch. I guess that's probably more of which if you want to, you know, mess around with your build, you could do something like that, which is very, very good. Shenron slot wish fixed for people who had that bug going on, so you're good with that. Shenron Zenny wish increased. So yes, now you could actually ask for more money, because apparently Shenron was freaking cheapskate and didn't give you enough money when you tried to get that stuff. Yeah, that's probably, you know, kind of important, honestly. The fact that Shenron didn't give you any money is very funny to me. I don't know why. Shenron is just like this, like, ridiculously cheapskate that's just like, no, dude, I can literally make it so that you never die, but if you wanted more than $10, you're gonna have to go earn it yourself. Interesting. Next up, melee clashes. If I can get this, melee clashes from close range chase rushes work better intended. So basically now, if I'm not mistaken now, that basically means that these things are going to probably happen more frequently and more often for you guys. So I actually, from what I remember, I don't think I've ever had a clash when it comes to melee before, or it's been a long time since I've had a melee clash. So the fact that it's happening more than intended means we'll probably get that more often, which is awesome. Good to hear. Dragon Rush cancel hit glitch fixed. So if you're doing cancel, yeah, I think I remember this. Dragon Rush cancel hit glitch. There was a glitch that went around that was something with Dragon Rush. So thankfully, that actually did get fixed. So now you're not like just like it doesn't work half the time. That's definitely something that kind of stunk with me. Next, blocking improved. That's freaking important. One thing about this game that I realized, maybe it's because I'm just really, really bad at it. I mean, people already know I'm very bad when it comes to some of these games. But blocking just never works half the time. Or like, I think I'm about to block and it doesn't actually work. So the fact that blocking is now improved, hopefully that means that, you know, you're able to just block more stuff and and it's not nearly as bad anymore. I'm going to have to go ahead and test to see if that's actually the case. But that's the price. Also, on top of blocking improved, successful block priority improved. So that's good too. So if you actually have the block priority over somebody, you could actually do that. And now it actually feels like you actually are rewarded for blocking properly. That's good to hear. It'll make people actually be able to hit their blocking button more. Because I know for a fact there's a lot of people who just spam, like me, spam click, and don't actually block. Now there's actually a reason to block. Thank freaking God. Because, I mean, when it comes to blocking, like, dude, there's so much stuff that you need to block and need to think about. If you're just jamming people over and over and over again with your left clicks over and over and over again, it gets kind of, well, stale. So the fact that now you can actually block things now and don't have to rely, you know, don't have to just be like, all right, I'm just going to tank this and just, like, warp out of the way. That's good. The fact that you're more rewarded on blocking. Thank God. All right. Next up, Snap Vanish cooldown added after heavy attacks. Oh, so you can't, okay, there's a cooldown now, so you can't snap after a heavy attack. All right, so you can't actually just immediately snap. I'm assuming what this is, I felt like there was always a cooldown for what you couldn't immediately snap after you do a heavy attack, but now maybe there's an indication that tells you that you have to wait a tiny bit before you actually do snap, which is good. At least you got that indication now. Or it's just that you can't actually do snaps nearly as often. Like, you can't just do endless combos. I kind of hope that you could still do endless combos, but maybe you can't. But I'll have to go ahead and test that. Another thing, combo string resets when rush attack is used. All right, so it looks like you cannot use a rush attack and continue your combo. So if you want a combo to continue, you're just going to have to do left clicks and right clicks, or whatever, left controller. I don't know what it is on controller or mobile, if this game even has mobile. But yeah, it looks like now if you want to use rush attacks, that's a ending priority. So say if you wanted Meteor Crash, that's the last thing you do. You do not, if you want to continue your combo, you're just going to have to keep wailing on them with your left clicks and right clicks, because if you do a rush attack, it's going to end, and if the person's able to block or snap, he's going to be able to snap out of it or block the next attack. So you can't just mindlessly just hit a bunch of combos and expect that your combo is going to continue after you Meteor Crash. Ain't going to happen anymore. Another thing, beam attack invincibility moved to after beam fire. All right, that's actually important, because I had a feeling that you could still get hit when you're doing the beam, which meant no sense to me, especially if, like, you know, it just didn't make sense to me that was the case. But now the fact that the beam attack is now actually moved to when the beam is fired, then like when the beam is charging up, I'm assuming that's what it meant, is that now instead of beam charging up for invincibility, yeah, you can never get knocked out. Yeah, you were never able to knock people out of beams, if I'm not mistaken. You weren't able to knock people, like, especially if I fight NPCs. You're not allowed to knock people out of beams if they were, like, you know, when they were doing the Gallic guns and stuff, they were just invincible. But now, I guess you can knock them out of it if they're charging it up, which is, you know, if you want to do something that's not Dragon Ball related, because everybody lets everybody charge up every single move. So if you want to go against the entire game in the entire series, now you can. So that's actually important, because now you have to be very, very cautious with actually, you can't just hold down the Gallic gun now or Kamehameha and you are invincible. Now you have to wait until your beam is done, and then people can attack you, which is still a little bit. Maybe you should be able to take some hit, but at least now you have the chance to, if you basically are rewarded if you're able to get that beam off, which is good. Movement after evasive fixed from beam hit. All right, so that's cool. I forgot what that one kind of meant. Because movement after evasive fixed from beam hit. All right, so I guess maybe there was like a little glitch where if you evade after a beam, it kind of made, I'm assuming it made you slow as hell. I'm going to assume that. So that means now that's all fixed, thankfully. Anything that, like, fixes little tiny bugs here and there is just good for the game. It's like a livelihood to begin with, so that's good. Next on here, Shine Shot nerfed. So if people are using Shine Shot, it's gonna be nerfed. That's sucks if you use Shine Shot. Grapple's nerfed, so that's, like, I believe another move that you can't, that's is now nerfed. It looks like this particular patch has been nothing but nerfs, in a sense. It's been, this one's a very nerf heavy patch. It's a lot of nerfs. Oh my god, this is a very nerf heavy patch. I just realized how many nerfs. Everything I've said except for blocking has been a nerf pretty much, in a sense, because you know, the combo strings resetting after a rush attack, that's a nerf to your rushes. Beam attack invincibility moved to after beam fire is kind of a nerf, because now you're not just invincible when you charge your beam. Yeah, that's pretty nerf heavy. I mean, this one's not really a nerf. This is just a fix. But yeah, those two especially, very, very, very... Oh yeah, snap vanish cooldown added. Yeah, very nerf heavy when it comes to this patch. Sword hitbox nerfed. So if you have a sword, now the hitbox is nerfed. I'm assuming the hitbox must have been freaking enormous if that was the case. I can't remember it being kind of enormous. So now you actually have to be, you can't just swing around with a sword now. It's probably like around the same hitbox as punching now, which is how it should have always been. And then last but not least, which I'm very sad about, bio androids. Haha, that's what I use. Yay, regeneration speed nerfed. So unfortunately now we cannot just spam our regen, which is one thing that the bio androids are very, very good on. For people who don't know about bio androids, that we were able to basically regen our health over time, which is why I was able to defeat some very, very tough bosses, 1v1 them by myself, because my health regen was just so ridiculous that if they did any damage to me, give or take like 20-30 seconds, it was completely regen. So now that's nerfed. Like, I don't know how. I want to know how badly it got nerfed. Like, I wish it told you. Like, I wish Sunny here told you like actual like numbers. Like, say like, you know, regen was 1.0 and now it's nerfed to 0.95 or something. I wanted to know like how badly Sunny nerfed that, because I will admit it was a tad bit overpowered, because the fact that basically you were the most tankiest build in all of Dragon Ball Online Generations. You were just incredibly tanky for no freaking reason, but that got nerfed. So that means now bio androids, I don't know, are going to be, I don't know if that's considered, I don't know if that's considered like, you know, if they're the most tankiest build now. So bio androids might have, there might be someone else that takes over when it comes to the most tanky build. I still think that most tanky build is probably going to be bio androids, just because of especially the build that I'm currently running, which has like the 1,000 health. I believe I'm still the most tankiest build, but I believe with this is definitely going to hinder my tankiness for a good while. I know that for a fact, which makes me sad. Of course, the series, I bet you know what? I bet you, I'm going to 100% bet you. And Sunny, feel free to quote me on this, or quote me, or say that I'm completely wrong. But I have a feeling this got nerfed because I'm currently running a bio android build, and Sunny realized just how overpowered it was and then nerfed it because I'm playing it. So Sunny basically nerfed me. Basically, I got nerfed. All right, understandable. All right, fine. I see how it is. Understandable, Sunny. I'll just go in my way then. I bet you that's the case. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm the reason, but I would put some money on it. But yeah, that's pretty much the new update that came out now. Some stuff that, like, you know, is required, that you definitely are going to need. Some stuff that are definitely required, like for just money gain. There's a lot of new money. But the fact that this patch is basically a nerf to a lot of people's abilities, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, I've said some of this stuff in game, and now it's changed. So, like, I wanted blocking to work, and it looked like blocking worked. Maybe I do combos too often, and now Sunny nerfed my combos. Did I just get nerfed? Is this patch just dedicated towards me? Like, I don't have this stuff. This stuff ain't me. Like, the Shine Shot nerf, Grapples nerf, Sword Hitbox nerf, that's not required to me. But the rest of it, that might be to me. I'm super sorry. I feel bad, but that's only if actually that's the case. But I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to be checking out the update in the next coming videos here on the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me, by the way. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys' 2022s are going well. I hope you are enjoying yourself so far. I appreciate all the support of me coming back and everything. I really do. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys continue to support me for the future to come, because I'm going to play this game, and yeah, I'm having a blast with it. But on that note, guys, thank you guys for joining us again, and I'll be seeing you later!